Hey there guys, welcome to the next tutorial here on the Duct Tape Stuff channel. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make your very own duct tape color palette, so let's not waste any time and jump right into this here. So first we'll start off with a question, and that is why make a color palette? Well, there are a lot of colors of duct tape, mostly thanks to Duct brand, and it can be kind of difficult when you're making a wallet or trying to find the decorations for a wallet to come up with the right colors and kind of come up with a good color scheme. Now, one of the ways that a color palette will help you do that is, if you're able to compare colors, you're able to see maybe better patterns, better designs, maybe better contrasting colors and stuff like that. And it'll usually allow you to come up with better color combinations when you make your wallets or even your other creations that you're going to make out of duct tape. Alright, so let's say that you didn't have a color palette, you don't use one, but you still want to, figure out how to match colors and stuff like that. The easiest way to do that would be to take like 2 rolls of tape or a whole bunch of rolls of tape and stick them together just like this. Obviously we have the flamingo pink and the cookie dough beige right here. So basically, this can be an easy way of just telling to see if colors, match just by sticking the rolls together. Like say, I don't want pink and beige, I want to have maroon and beige. So this can be an easy way of kind of comparing colors, but if you have a lot of rolls of tape, kind of like I do, a lot of different colors, it can be a long time, trying to go through every single roll, stack it up next to each other, and find a good color combination that way. That's where a color palette is going to come in. So let's focus on making a color palette here, like we're going to do in this tutorial. Alright, so if you're going to make a color palette, it's actually really simple to make. You can just take a simple piece of paper right here if you don't want to go all fancy with it, and just take a whole bunch of different colors of squares and stick them right on this piece of paper. Now there are a couple different disadvantages to this. Number one, this paper is probably not going to hold up too well, so if you are using this a lot, it might get bent, it might get dog-eared and stuff like that. It's probably not going to last too long. The other disadvantage is that if the colors are farther apart from each other, like say I have the red up here, and if this was colored with a whole bunch of different colors, it would be completely filled up, and I have the Baroque all the way down here. Well, if those two colors are really far away, these two colors actually do work really well together, by the way, but if they're too far away, how do you, put them really close to each other without, bending the whole paper here like this to try to see if they work? Now they might seem to work really well together, but you would never be able to tell that unless you bent your page, warped it in all different kinds of directions. So I'm going to show you a really easy way that I use to actually make a color palette, and it's a really easy way of just comparing all the colors and having them all at your disposal right in front of you. So let me show you the way that I make a color palette. Alright, so the way that I do it, let's chuck this paper out of the way here, is I actually grabbed 1 or 2 of these rings here. Now these are basically your simple rings you can probably get like you're at a dollar store or a department store. They aren't like the kind of ones that you put on a keychain where they kind of loop around and they're like impossible to try to get stuff on. These actually kind of have like a hook. It's kind of like a 3-ring binder ring, but exactly like without the binder. So you just kind of pry them apart like this, and they're really easy to get undone and open when you compare them to like one of those keychain ones. Basically what I do is I take a whole bunch of little color swatches, as you can see here, and I stick them onto index cards. Now all these are index cards on the back here, and that gives them a little bit of a surface to work on, because obviously it's just not just the tape stuck together there, it actually has a little bit of a backing, and that gives a little more firmness, a little more stability, just so that when you do stick them all on, it won't bend and warp. It'll last a little bit longer. But I hole punch them and I stick them all on a ring right here, and basically what this allows me to do is it's real simple to just take some of these off, pop this back on here so they don't go anywhere, and obviously they're all arranged by the colors of the rainbow here. So now let's say if I wanted to compare like red and blue here, so I just stick these 2 ones together right here, and obviously I can tell those 2 look really well together, could go really good. Or how about the electric yellow, not electric yellow, the atomic yellow and the lime green here. Well, those 2 look really good as well. How about, if I wanted to add a little bit of red in there? So I can stick those, and that looks pretty good as well. So when you stick all these on a ring here, or if you hole punch them and stick them on something like this, it allows you to just take this wherever you want to. You can easily just take this on the go here, and it allows you to have all your color swatches with you. And if you want to just start comparing colors, it's really simple to do because they're all just right on the ring, and you can just take them all off wherever you want to. They'll last a little bit longer, and you can just compare them really easily. So that's pretty much the way that I make a color palette. This is probably the easiest way, I think, to do it, and it'll take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort. If you don't have some of these rings, you might have to go out and get some, but it definitely will work out much better for you, because you can just compare the colors much easier than if you had like a piece of paper here. And now if you're bending the colors, trying to mix and match them all this way. It's going to take a lot of time, and it's probably not going to work out too well for your paper in the long run. So this is the kind of way that I make a color palette. Obviously I have all of the regular colors here. I don't have any printed designs, but you can obviously do this with all your printed designs as well, and you can kind of just match them up. Like if I want to do a different color billfold, like inside my billfold I wanted pink inside blue, that would look pretty good together. I can just compare those two just like that. Or if I want to throw another color in there, I just keep slipping them in until it kind of come up with a good color combination. Obviously, you can just keep mixing and matching these until you get a good one. And that's pretty much how to make a really good color palette. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Have fun making these little rings, little ringed color palettes. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care.